That is true, but I think it is broken in a deck that has a bunch of 0 and 1 drops and 1 drops. Like, and there's a very low land count, so it's basically red Future Sight in this deck. Obviously, at some point, you might want to blow it up, but, you know. The only change I've made is add a Master of Ethereum over the 3rd Frenzy in the main deck for racing matchups. Matchups like, well, also like a burn deck can never kill this card in game 1 unless they spend a lot of cards on it, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna go with this. I'm gonna check to see that the Cardboard Live extension is showing everything correctly, real quick. And it appears to be correct to me. Oh no, the Master of Ethereum is not there? Hold on, is there a Master of Ethereum in that deck or not? 22. Huh, one sec. Going to try to fix that real quick. The deck list is not quite right. Master of Ethereum. Add. Save. Then we'll try to update the deck list. You got paired versus Storm, Prison, Blue-Red to round out day 2. Yeah, that's not great. I think Blue-Red's fine, but it's a lot more volatile than it used to be, I feel like. I think that matchup used to be really good, and then it got a little bit worse. I mean, frankly, if they want to beat you, they can. So, there is that. Anyways, to some matches with Affinity. In this world where Croc Clan Ironworks is banned. Hypothetically, my thought process is the banning of Croc Clan Ironworks should improve the positioning of Affinity because you should see less stony sounds. What is good in Modern these days? The Doe. My answer to that is I think Phoenix's is probably the best overall deck, but there's a bunch of like decks surrounding that that are also good. Like Dredge is pretty good. This hand's very, very good actually. Dredge is good. Blue-white control's fine. Jeskai control's fine. Shadow is fine. Burn is, I think, pretty good, actually. Arctic Summoner, not currently. I really like that list. I just think the combo matchups suck so much that you should just concede them all, and I still beat Sneak twice. In any case, the plan for this hand is turn 1, you know, Memnite, Ornithopter, Springleaf Drum off Blinkmoth Nexus, because I think regular damage is more likely to be relevant. Turn 2, play Ravager, unless if I draw something good. And turn 3, if I draw land, I can just play the Frenzy and go off, which is pretty nice. So, Bogles is probably fine. I'm hesitant to say it's better than fine because the most popular deck, Blue-Red Phoenix, has built-in Thing in the Ice, and that card's really, really, really good versus Bogles. For obvious reasons. You don't really want to play against Upheaval attached to 7/8. Looks like we're playing against Abzan. I guess it could be like Black-White Pox or something like that, but... Thing in the Ice. Upheaval. Awoken Horror. I don't know. Choose whatever phrase you want to choose. Alright. So land is good, and Opal is good. The worst draw would be like a 0 drop, I guess. Yo, Kanaksai. Thanks. 5 months in a row. I'll open a chest in a bit. That's a beating. Alright, whatever. Galvanic Blast or something. I guess that's okay. I think I'm gonna go for regular damage. Frenzy is a lot better in this deck than it is in lands, actually. Which is somewhat telling, I suppose. They don't have a good block. If they just block, I'll just sack 2 Ornithopters or something like that. I'm very, 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 very close to lethal next turn, actually. It might... Oh, maybe I was supposed to infect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was actually supposed to infect that turn, I think. Wow, I punted. Yikes. That's a yikes. Well, I think it's going to be okay, but... Ghost Clutter. I hate that it says you may. That's kind of BS-y. So here I could hypothetically eat Thopter, Memnite, Ornithopter. Then they don't even have to bin this, but that's actually probably a win for me. So yeah. I kind of hate that it's worded that like you don't actually have to do that unless the ability resolves. Alright. Okay, resolves. They still did it, and the reason to do it is if I draw Galv Blast, I would just get it back immediately. Well, not immediately, it would be another turn cycle, but it's probably safer for them to do that. I haven't played a lot of this matchup, but I think we are favored. Ironically, Etched Champion is not so good versus Wasteland Strangler, but I don't have any Etched Champions in my main deck, so... This is not that ironic. Ironic, iconic, robotic. Pick your favorite adjective, frankly speaking. Alright. That's a good draw. Yeah. If I attack, they block, and I would have to sack these 2 and modular into that. Not going to attack, just going to say go. This forces pressure on them to kill my Steel Overseer and my Ravager. JGMM96, thank you for the follow. Speaking is hard. Also here, if they Ghost Quarter my Nexus, I might just go get the mountain, frankly, but I haven't decided yet. It's a close decision, I think. Probably should not. Oh, they have 2 Ghost Quarters now? Alright. I'm going to sack it to itself and modular onto the Signal Pest. I like trying to say the names correctly. In any case, this is the right play because I think a 4/5 Pest is just a lot more valuable than what's going on over there. Oh, that's a thing. This is the card I added for the 3rd Frenzy, and it looks a lot better than a Frenzy right here, so, you know, is what it is. Big! Big! Biggins! I feel like my opponent plays Death and Taxes in Legacy from the Legacy Leagues. Whereas I'm just all over the place. I just like do whatever the hell I want. All over the place. The beef is real. This is like a cow, right? Julian tried to do math earlier. I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, I'm out. Just want to draw, like, shitty creatures, I guess. I don't know. This is not particularly good versus them, but I guess I'll still cast it. What happens if I attack with this? 7, so they have a profitable block. I guess I'll just attack with Signal Pest. Isn't that very easily lethal because you can activate Azuri twice and untap it? So that's 24. That's 8. No, that's 4 overruns. So that's like 4 times 3 times 12. Oh, you could activate 5 times? Alright, yeah, it's like super lethal. So this is also the type of deck that's likely to have Infinity Stony Silences in the sideboard, and I hate it. But it's okay. This is what you sign up for when you play Affinity sometimes. Nine, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I have Welding Jar. Alright. Sam, that's also true. What's up, buddy? Good to see you last weekend. Sorry you all didn't do better. Alright. Okay. So, I've always been torn about this, but I think this card is sort of good and sort of bad versus them at the same time. I'm going to take out Welding Jar versus any deck with Stony Silence, mostly. I've cut the Wear Tears on the advice that if you need Wear Tear, the metagame's probably not good for Affinity. Yo, thanks for gifting Sam a sub, Kanoxai. You are the best, friend. Signal Pest is also kind of shit, right? Like, it's not very good. Sam, what else? What would you take out if you were playing this matchup? Probably Signal Pest. It's kind of a shitbag. Yo, what's up, FGC MTG? You're secretly Bob Mauer. I Razor, that's reasonable, but I'm not even playing Wear Tear, so I don't bother with the planes. Should I take out the pests? I feel like I should take out the pests. Oh, that's fair. I guess the problem is I hate taking out so many zeros when my deck is actually focused on ramping to 4 and 3. Alright. I guess I'll take out the Memnites. I feel like I should shave... Yeah, like, exactly for the point I made, right? Zac Attack Fire, I can believe that. I just have no interest in playing that style of deck. Skirge? I mean, you just need a critical mass of creatures, right? Like, and also cheap cards are good with Aether Grid as well, for what it's worth. Zac Attack Fire, that sounds horrible for me. I'll take out... Alright. I might just have one Grudge in. For Sculler... Nah, that's kind of loose. I'll have one Memnite in. One Memnite. One Memnite. This is very scientific. Alright. Really hope I don't get Stony done too, but this is definitely the type of deck to have like 1,000 Stonies in it. Well, my hand is actually fine for Stony Silence, all things considering. Like, as anti-Stony hands go, this is like one of the top ones because you have 2 lands that tap for mana. So, I'm not going to mulligan, but obviously there are other bad things that could happen to me. I mean, this hand's just good, period, frankly, if I don't get Stonied. Because I can play Master. I can curve Overseer into Master, maybe into Frenzy. They left on top, which is kind of scary. That was a good draw. I'm not going to play Citadel on 1 because of the Stony thing. And if I get Stony, good beats. I was wondering if I should side in Grudge for Sculler. I don't think so. It's like kind of bad, actually. Okay. It does need more Mishra's Workshop. Alright. We're just going to play out our shit bags. I will open a few chests after this. And, you know, Matt, thank you for the sub, friend. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone hanging out on this Monday. It's kind of bummed last weekend that I didn't do better. But, you know, tournaments are tournaments. You can't always win. That's a yikes. I hope I draw Aether Grid very soon. Would this deck play Lotus Petal? I'm not sure. That's a good question. What I am going to do is... Do I deck with Ornithopter? I feel like I do. Do I want to trade Steel Overseer for 2 souls? Probably not. Maybe I should just wait. Yeah, actually I'll just sit. If I just draw Aether Grid, I can just mow down all of their stuff forever. So if I draw any non-Citadel land... Nah, I think I like waiting. Ah, yes! The classic! I thought we might see this happen. This is a classic combo. Pumping our Master of Ethereum. That's what it's doing. Plus, I have Aether Grid in my deck. iRazor. Dom HRV. I'm assuming I know who you are. But I could be wrong. Master's just my artifacts. That's correct. Do you think they'll take Frenzy or Galv Blast? I think they're actually supposed to take Galv Blast. Because otherwise I can just kill their Sculler with Galv Blast. Yeah. No, I'm just saying this is a classic combo of cards. I don't think I'm gonna go to LA. I resort. It's kind of expensive, and I'm already planning to go to a bunch of things already. I don't think I want to go to that one. So I can attack with a 5/5 Master. So basically the reason not to attack with Overseer is to just pump my Master bigger. I think this is good. If they don't block... Alright, they blocked. I was going to say if they don't block, I was just going to activate Nexus to sneak in another point, I think. I think every point I can sneak in matters so much here. Yo, what's up, Akash? How you doing, friend? Akash, are you going to Toronto? Dispatches for like Death Shadow and Gurmag Angler. Or just matchups where you want more removal. Alright, that kind of sucks, but... Dispatch would be good versus Thought Knot. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Not ideal, really. So what's my plan? 6/6, 7/7, 8/8. So I could just play all my stuff. Yeah, Dispatch is good versus Phoenix and Thing in the Ice. So basically in the Phoenix matchup, you just want to kill all of their stuff. They have a lot of stuff. Yeah, I thought about Wear Tear Jolsani a bunch. But, you know, so 7/7, I can attack. I can also attack with the Vault Skirge and the Ornithopter, so I'll just attack with everything except for this Steel Overseer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And they can't even vial anything in. Kind of sick that, like, we're just, like, very easily winning right now, it feels like. Mostly on the back of this card. I do have a lot of bad draws in my deck, though. I would also assume that deck plays Path to Exile, but I haven't seen it yet, obviously. That's going to be a problem soon, but not yet. Smork? What does Smork mean? I really need to draw Aether Grid ASAP, I think, now. You run 4 Masters in yours. That was not the draw I was looking for. This is really not going well now. We were actually winning very easily before this showed up, I think. Maybe I was supposed to have Dispatch in my deck instead of like 2 Platings, but I don't know. Just in the games where they don't have Stony, you want to draw all these cards as much as possible and just kill them with it, so... I don't know. In that case, what do I want to do? I think I want to swing with these 3, and now it's okay to trade off, I think. Oh, reveal an artifact or enchantment. Probably don't want to do that. It's probably a mistake, if I had to guess. Do I want to make 8/8? I guess I do. Just trying to sneak in as much damage as possible. So then if we draw Aether Grid, we can like insta-kill them. Or if we draw Aether Grid, I guess we can mow down all their creatures. Or if we draw Galv Blast, I don't know. There's just a lot of ways it can go well for us if I just attack with everything, I think. Like, I think 3 mana of theirs will be committed every turn to essentially fogging the Master. Oh, also this is good because I can just sneak in 1 point every turn with Ornithopter. Yeah, this is like pretty good actually. Somehow the Stony is not like... I think without the Stony they would be ultra dead, but with the Stony they're just like slightly not dead? It's kind of weird. Wurtzer, thank you for the follow. I will take 7 to the face. 7 to the face, 7 to the face. It's better than nothing, I think. So they're gonna fog that. I can't attack with that because they could... Oh, if they fog that, then I can attack with this. So that's actually kind of nice. Alright, so... There's no reason to play the Ornithopter pre-combat, it just gives them more information. I might as well just hold it. Whoa! Oh. I guess I could still attack with both. Because if they decide to animate and block, I'm okay with that exchange. Yeah, I think this is good actually. So they either have to choose whether to fog or block with Shambling Vent. And notably, this is lethal through the thing. So I think this is good. Like, my prediction is they flicker... It comes in way tapped, right? They flicker this, and then they don't block this, and they just take 3, go to 2, and then I play another Ornithopter. And I can probably use Inkmoth Nexus to block something next turn if I really want to, but they're not even showing lethal, right? It's 4, 5, 6, block, blink. Yeah, it costs 3 to activate this. It costs 3 to activate that, including a colorless. Obviously, the colorless is fine. I just think this is a good play. By the way, the Doe, question for you. Do you know if Aaron will go to Toronto this weekend? Because I haven't seen that friend in forever. Oh, I appreciate you watching with your without your glasses on your TV. Yeah, I don't think they can get lethal. I think it would be very, very difficult for them to get lethal. I have a Nexus and an Ornithopter. I thought you might know. I thought there was a secret Canadian network. Yo, what's up, Truxus? This is a very blue card, Truxus. The most blue card. Alright. Play my 1/3 for 0. Go. Your turn. What do you got? I hope it's not like... What's the worst possible card? Probably like Fracturing Gust I would lose to. Frenzy is better than Thoughtcast, Truckus. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Frenzy is like Future Sight. Okay. Okay. Still not lethal. I will activate this Nexus if you try to kill me. 16. I've seen a list with Bomat Courier. I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, that's exactly the list I saw as well. I know John Cuvier likes Truckus. Doesn't it say in my total that I'm preparing for GP Toronto? If it doesn't, that I should update that. Toronto is this weekend. Yeah, no problem. Yo, what's up? First shot. No, drawing cards in aggro decks is sweet. So what is my attack this turn? I guess it depends on what they do. I will block that so fast. Matt, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Damn it. Real question is, am I supposed to block this? No. Because if I draw Aether Grid, they immediately die if I don't block. Jarvis sad. They heard you through the internet. That's not really an ideal draw, but I guess I can ding them for... I can do the same thing, go to combat, attack with both of these, and see what they do. I'm not attacking with the Overseer this time because it's just a free block here. I would block that so fast, yes. Alright, so they're going to flicker this. They're going to take one, go to one. I'll play Memnite and say go. This has been a great Stony Silence. Oh, good point, Sam. Maybe I should have thought about that more. Yeah. You're right. I should have thought about it more. They tap both of their colorless lands. Yeah, they tap... If they hadn't tapped both their colorless lands, I die, right? I actually would have died. Yes. They would have flickered, ghost quartered that, lethal. But now they can't because they tapped both of their caves to activate. I got severely punished, but my opponent also made a mistake. They got lucky, I punted, then they punted. All those things happened. Unreal. Jarvis lucky, yeah. Yo, what's up, Ray Diddy? This is why you play the games out. I'm not going to type good game in the chat. That's like rubbing it in. I don't do that. Alright. Yeah, the punt repunt. I did think about blocking last turn. I should have thought about it longer. Wait, could they still have attacked for the land for the win? No, I had 2 blockers, right? Didn't I just have 2 blockers if they tried to attack for the land with the win? Yo, what's up, VTC LA 7? Well, we're playing against Luckmonger, so I don't think I'm going to get as lucky. This hand is a keep, in my opinion. Opponent is mulliganing. And we are currently 1-0 with Frenzy Affinity, with 1 less Frenzy and 1 more Master in the main deck. Opponent has gone to 5. How are we feeling? We thinking it's Dredge? Might be Dredge. It appears to be Scape Shift. My hand's not great for Scape Shift. Like, it's kind of slow, but Welding Jar is okay because I guess I have Steel Overseer, so it's going to be a pretty fast clock. Going to play out the Nexus in case if I, for some reason, want to attack with it next turn. I don't think I will, but might as well. Alright. This is a matchup where not having Alpine Moon or Blood Moon in your sideboard kind of is not great, but, you know, whatever. Next turn I'm going to play Vault Skirge and Ravager. Obviously this Ravager, this one's like the superior art. No blocks. Never blocking. You got the damage in, buddy. This is like F&M promo Farseek. So they could Titan me next turn, which is kind of frightening if you think about it. Matt, it's not intentional, believe it or not. Main phase activate. There's no reason not to. So I'm showing... Well, they didn't crack, so they're not going to Titan me this turn, which is kind of great. 2, 3, 4. Huh. I'm really close to dead, actually. That's kind of awkward, but whatever. Alright, this is a scenario where I do not believe I want to play this card. I believe I want to play both Ravagers and do the math. I think it might be lethal, but I should actually do the math. So this will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13. That does not appear to be lethal, but I think I'm supposed to make a big enough Vault Skirge that a 7-ball Scape Shift does not kill me. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Anton Grimes, thanks for the resub, bud. Oh, 15? Did I miscount? Possible I miscounted. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. Yo, Julian, thanks for the raid, buddy! Still don't know how big I'm supposed to make this thing. I guess I should make it so it's a 2-ball lethal? Yo, Natural Order, what's up? Violin3, thanks for the follow. It is not Legacy, you are correct. Alright. 7-ball. Seven, 12, 13, 14. It is 15. I don't think I'm supposed to make a 15-15 though. Because if I make a 15-15, it actually would die to escape shift targeting it. Yeah, that's a good point. I should play around Breach. I generally don't think most people play Breach. So. Oh, I was supposed to attack with the Ravager. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoops. Yo, Toronto, Canada. Yeah, thanks for the follow. I actually thought about it, and this might be slightly better to leave it back in case if they have Breach Titan. But okay, well, my deck is sort of not well built for this matchup, but that's okay. I generally believe this card is not very good. I think this is okay, this is okay, and I actually think Frenzy is okay because they have to kill it, otherwise it will kill them. But let's think about it. Do I want the third Frenzy inverse though? They could ignore Frenzy. Yes, I remember that. Brian loves to do things like that. It's very hard to deck this deck though, in my opinion. Yo, Katzen Chase, thanks for the follow. I don't think I'm going to side into the third frenzy. I think I'm just going to try to go as fast as possible, and this configuration is pretty fast. Really? My pronunciation was killer? That's not what I was expecting. This hand has no blue. A Wumpa underscore, I believe it is much better than Karn. I think Sam could also speak to that. This sounds kind of close, actually, but I don't know. Maybe I should just keep. Is it Cats and Shish? Alright. Well, so think about it this way. I don't actually have much interaction in my deck for them. And Master is like the fastest clock in my deck versus them. But it's not guaranteed castable, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna ship. Ooh, this hand's really not very good, but I guess I'm supposed to keep. Alright, I'll keep. Bottom that. Lifelink is not really interaction, frankly speaking, but I don't know. Basically, Scape Shift is not the matchup I'm looking for with this deck. What's up, Conan Hawk? I knew you would be here, bud. I'm just gonna play Jar and Vault Skirge off the Nexus in case if I draw something that makes me want to attack with the next turn. Yo, Jade Post 42, thanks for the follow. Yo, what's up, JJ Flipped? Everyone coming to hang out. Everyone's coming to hang out. Come on, Gascard! I guess that plays. Alright. I'm just gonna play all my stuff. This way, if I draw like a Ravager, I'm much better set up next turn to like just tap that, animate. Yeah, Steel Overseer was a good draw there. Welding Jar projecting it too, I think, is also pretty sick. I think Phoenix, you're slightly unfavorable, Conan. But it's hard to tell because their draws are just really volatile. I didn't even realize there was a search suspended. Was that on turn 1? I guess I just missed that. Alright. Which hand? Oh, that's different. Alright. A Wumpa underscore, thank you for the follow. They played Cinderglade from their hand instead of Mountain from off the top of the deck. That... I'm trying to figure this out. Why would they do that? Nature's Claim, I guess? They have Claim. That is the reasonable explanation, right? They must have Nature's Claim in their hand. Well, they didn't suspend a search, so I think the likelihood of them having Claim is very, very high now. That being said... 1, 2, 3... I'm still going to... Natural State? I wonder if I'm supposed to infect for 2, actually. I shouldn't have played that drum so fast. So if I activate the Nexus, make it 2/2, they claim it, I jar. That's not even that great. Alright. If we draw a plating, I think Infect would go the distance, but besides that, I don't think it really is going to. They just had Bolt? Maybe they have the claim too. I don't know. Nah, Anton, that's not how it always works. They might just crack their Elder and not draw the mountain, I guess. No, I think they still have a claim based on analyzing this game. It's just better for them to use the Bolt. Because there was a Bolt on the stack targeting my Steel Overseer. If I draw my creature, it will become tapped. Alright. I hope they don't have Titan. Oh, that's not good. Alright. If I draw Plating this turn, I think they might be dead, so... Play the Etched, then the Drum. I think I've died. Yeah. I mentioned I made a mistake. That was a mess up. I should have played the champ first, like you said, then the drum. Wait. Actually, I don't even think I was supposed to play the second drum, period, but so if a counter on Nexus would have been good enough, not even sure that would be good enough anymore. Like, I think I'm going to be ultra dead, but it is a punt, so that is that. So what's the plan? Plan's probably die, unfortunately. Counter on Nexus would have been good enough if I drew Plating. Alright, then it is a pretty big punt then, because then it cuts off a 4-outer to be lethal. Unfortunately, what can I do now? Well, I don't have Witchbane Orb in my deck, but... I can live the turn and set up Plating. How does that work? Like, most of my stuff is going to die, right? Like, the hypothetical situation is they're going to get probably 2 Valakits off their Titan trigger, or they could get Valakit land, Valakit mountain, shoot my Overseer and Champion. Animate, activate. I mean, I'm gonna do things, but I do think I'm dead. I'm gonna play the Pest before activating. So I go to 21. This is an 8-point to attack. Plus Valakit Mountain is another 6. That's 8 plus 6 is 14. Plus another land is 20, but I'll be at 21. Okay. So I can attack with everything. Obviously, there's a lot of ways this can go bad, but, you know, I should have made the play that Sam and y'all suggested, which was play the champ first. So now that they drew that fetch, I think I'm actually deterministically dead. I don't even think Ravager is good enough anymore. Because the problem is they can just respond to the Modular trigger. do I have outs now? Skittering Scourge. I don't think I have outs now either, unfortunately. Alright, I'll take 6. Am I just dead? 12. Nope. I'm 1 short unless if they have another fetch. An emergency band of Valk. Alright, I'm dead. I think they were 1 land short. They were showing 12 damage off of their thing. Wasn't paying close attention. So they played a Foothills off the top of the deck, right? Because if it was a Valkid off the top, I was probably dead, right? I wasn't paying super close damage. 6 damage after 12 on my creatures. Oh, then they miss lethal. Alright. Unfortunately, I mean, it is technically a mistake. I don't think it matters too much because I would have died. I don't think I'm going to change anything. Why is there so much static? 1 sec. Alright. There was a bunch of static from something behind my monitor. I don't know what it was. In any case, just going to submit this for game 3 and try to kill them ASAP. This hand is good at doing that. Yep. This is 2 Vault Skirges on turn 1, turn 2 plating, equip, attack for a trillion. Softer Grudge, but whatever, like, there's no way you can ever mulligan this hand. So. D nuts TM. It is Softer Grudge. Oh, Dokomai, thanks for the resub, friend. 15 months in a row? That's... I can't even count that high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't do it. If I get the drum in play, it's the same amount of damage. Alright, I won't open a pack. The drum is free because the damage is made up from the +1 artifact, so I am supposed to do this. This is also just like, if I draw any artifact, they're dead next turn. It's kind of insane, right? Like, we literally have a turn 3 kill unless something goes horribly wrong. This hand looks like it can even beat Grudge because of the jar. Yeah, I am playing 2 Welding Jar for that reason. Oh, any artifact, you've died. Turn 3 kill! Woo! You know what they say? They used to say Arcbound Ravager is the fairy godmother, but I really think it's Cranial Plating because you don't have to like take any risks with plating. You just put it on your thing, attack your opponent, take no risks. Ravager at least has risks. We had a bunch of subs. I'm going to open a pack for Chubby Rain. Ooh, an Archangel Absent. I don't think that's worth anything anymore. I should write these down. Archangel Absent. Illicit Auction. What does this card do? Oh, this is like you're gambling for control magic by bidding life. All right. Nice. That is a weird card. Yeah. Let's see. I opened. I guess I open for Kanaksai now. Ooh, I think this is actually worth something. Temporal Mastery. And an Eldrazi Displacer? The Displacer's back. It's back, friends. It's back. I already opened for the... Open for the Sam Gifting. Gilded Drake is not a bidding card. Ooh, Concealed Courtyard. That was also in our opponent's deck. Concealed Courtyard. And Spiteful Visions. I remember playing against this card in Standard. People tried to kill me with it. Didn't work so well for them. Alright, let's get on to the third match. Now that we've seen some illicit auctions. That's not bidding, Anton. That's just... Never mind. I don't know. Oh, Concealed Courtyard is only 13 cents? I thought it would be more. Oh well. Yeah, it's trading. It's not bidding. Oh, it's because I'm a messy person, rated E. Playing as DJ falling up G. This hand I think is good enough. You hate bidding? So you hate Patriarch's bidding? What the heck? Can someone tell me what's going on here? I don't know what's going on right now. You think it's Cragwalk Cremator? I don't think Zood typically plays Aether Vial. It's just too slow for Zood. Krakenwick Cremator. Oh yeah, I remember. Sam, you do love that card. I remember this. So if they have a 1-drop creature, I can't do anything. Do I attack? What do you think? Do I attack? Alright. I'll see. Nah, they're not F6. I'm not going to attack. This is cowardly, but... It's a little cowardly to do this, but... I'm not attacking. No! It's just a Noble Hierarch! Damn. Could have had the free attack, y'all. Yo, Lawrence, let's try not to use that sort of language here, friend, please. Crater Maker? Oh, this is my nightmare. I don't know what's going on, frankly speaking, but this does not look great for me. I hope to draw a Mox and play Frenzy. That is true. It's true. Who's Ben? I don't know what's going on. Alright. I don't know actually what's going on anymore. I've lost track of what's going on here. I'm just gonna try to kill them with my stuff. I guess I should play Frenzy this turn. Although, I'm giving up a lot of gas to do that, so maybe not. I might do it the turn after. What the hell? Can someone explain what this is? Are they 2-0? They are 2-0. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going to go plating equip on the Vault Skirge attack with both my things. I should technically leave up the Spire to buff Galvanic Blast, but if they have another Creator Maker, it's actually like really good for them what's happening here. If they don't, I'm like actually in okay shape. I think if they don't block, I'm actually just going to pump the plating by activating my Inkmoth Nexus. Interesting. Okay, so that was like kind of unexpected too, but whatever. Alright, I gain one more life this way. Tony Icerin, thanks for the follow. Alright, take 5. I don't really understand their deck, I've decided. How early is too early for a beer? I don't know, if it makes you happy and you're not hurting anyone, I don't think there's really a time limit. By the way, I'm siding an Ancient Grudge versus my opponent, I think. It looks good so far. Feels like I want 2 grudges in versus opponent. I don't know if I want Aether Grid or not. I haven't decided yet. Disco Breaker, thanks for the follow. Dabbing hard on live streamers. Is it dabbing hard on me? I haven't decided. If I play 2 Overseers... I animate, equip. That's not even lethal. Maybe I just play 2 Overseers, say go, and just play defense for a bit. I go to 5 if I do that. So the thing is, Frenzy is not particularly good versus Eidolon, so I think I am going to pursue this plan that I've just described. I was thinking about it for a sec. Yo, Sarge512, thanks for the follow. And Scofasco? Do I equip here and block that? It'll be a 7/7 when it's attacking me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't really want to play Vanifer Pod. Alright, no attacks. They can attack me with the Copter this turn, and then if they draw like a Bolt or something, I die, but that's okay. So my plan currently is to trade 8/2 Overseer for Scavenging Ooze. Guess my other plan is to take 4 damage from this, but that's okay. What the hell? Okay, good beats. Alright, I don't really... did not really foresee that coming either, frankly. That's kind of a beating. Alright. I don't know. Well, I got killed by that. Signal Pest, I think, is not at its best for Copter. I have to be worried about how many colored spells I have in my deck. Right now I have 9. It's kind of a lot. I feel like Dispatch is just so good versus my opponent because it only costs 1. Well, even the Memnites from Mana Curve. I think Pest is pretty bad. Maybe I can just side out 1 Frenzy because I don't want to draw too many. And side in 1 Ancient Grudge to cover Vile and Copter. I don't think Vanifer is good enough for Modern, unfortunately, even though it's a sweet card. Even with the Hall of the Bandit Lord and stuff like that, I just think the deck baseline is probably not good enough. So I can kill 2 of their things and have no good follow-up. Am I supposed to keep? Or should I ship? This attacks for 1. Probably supposed to mulligan. This is kind of awkward. I think I'm supposed to keep this one, but I'm not super thrilled about it. I'm gonna keep. Right. That is a good card to have on top. I'm not gonna play the Ornithopter. Well, actually I should because I get in an attack next turn, so it's fine. And the Citadel is basically the nut card on top. So they're just like red-green stuff, right? This should hypothetically be a good matchup unless they have like 7,000 grudges in their board or something like that. Alright. A land off the top. Alright, I guess. Dismember? Okay. Got it. That was weird. Would not expect Dismember from a red-green deck, generally speaking. I feel like their options are generally better than Dismember. Alright. I'll just let it resolve and modular into that. Alright, I'm killing that. Alright. Yay! Alright. They need Dismember for TNN. That's not how that works. Alright, so I can Galvanic Blast something upkeep, which is very likely to be the play I'm going to make. No! Opponent. Grump, 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 grump. Grump, 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 grump. M-Clan, I think it's a little bit better than that, but deciding if I want to attack with my Nexus or not. I don't think I do. I knew I was drawing Galvanic Blast, but I don't want to put Cindervines is a nice deck. Oh, maybe that is the deck. Maybe it's just like mono, like Punisher things like that. That makes a little bit more sense. Although, can you explain the Ghirapur Rampager? Ooh, that's not good. Cast spell. Alright, I guess I shouldn't have given up the damage last turn. I guess now we'll see if they have something. What's up, Cook the Fourth? Sam, would you have guessed Rampager was in their deck until I got Rampagered? Like, seriously. That's disappointing. That's fair, Sam. That is fair. Okay. How do I want to play this now? Do I still want to attack with the Nexus? They crater it. I guess I do, actually. Maybe not. Alright, I'm going to. But this might not be right. Should I play around double Rampager from them? What do you think, Sam? I mean, I could have done that. It doesn't seem really advisable. 1, 2, 3. So if I draw a Galvanic Blast, they might die. Do I want to cash in the Citadel? Nah. Kill some Emrakul, kill some Karns. Yeah, it does do both of those things. Fair, I'm kind of confused about what's going on in general from their deck. Alright, Galvanic Blast off the top. Close. So I can attack there, attack them for 2, and then they activate this, and it looks lethal to them, but I can Galvanic Blast that and take 7, go to 1, except this will be pumped by 1 because of the Planeswalker dying. So what I should probably do is just activate this and attack with these 2, 1 at that, 1 at them. And hope to draw something good. I don't really think I'm allowed to let them keep that around for more than a turn. Someone called the Gruul Spellbreaker. I don't even remember who it was. Looks like I'm dying, though. Looks like I'm biting it. Alright. Guess I block here. So I need to draw Galvanic Blast. Wow. Can I buy another turn with this Welding Jar? I guess I might as well try, but it's just not looking great. It looks like I have to leave both of these back. Yes, not if they're smart about it. Needed that Frenzy. He got killed by Cinder Vines. That made me sad. So block like this. Alright, block like that. I guess I'm priced into jarring. Seven. It's 4, 5, 6. This sucks. So I'm forced to Galv Blast that. Let's see what they do. What does that do? So I need to draw. Kind of not drawing very well, but I believe this has to happen. Yes, it was lethal, but I had to kill the Greater Maker, otherwise I literally died too. That sucked. Alright, I died. Red-green binder. I'm pretty sure that is a good matchup for us. So, yeah, if you Crater Maker the creature blocking the Spellbreaker and I Welding Jar it, it gets removed from combat, so it would trample over. Calculated to undermine me. One attack for 2 impact. Am I allowed to keep? What do y'all think? Am I allowed to keep this hand? Alright. I'm allowed to keep this one though. Alright, we'll leave that one on top. That's a good one. So I go turn 1 Pest, turn 2 Overseer. So they're playing the mono red Phoenix deck from the open. This matchup is really just about how explosive they can be, in my opinion, or how much removal they draw. And they also kind of need to draw a mix of the two. That deck is great. Of course you would think that, Weinberg. So, Welding Jar is not very good versus Soulscar Mage. I just realized this. Well, specifically Burn Spell split Soulscar Mage. That's kind of funny. No phoenixes. Come on, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Alright, they had one phoenix. Can probably beat that. Alright. 4 hollow ones? Well, they only have 3 cards in there. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Well, I'm taking 8 on turn 2. You know what I was saying about these 2 cards together? Right. The Frenzy might not even be good enough, frankly. It sucks. Maybe they have only lands in hand. Tigtone? I still don't know what Tigtone is. I still have no idea. Alright, I'm just gonna take the 5. Blocking does nothing. Yeah, why would I watch that CG events when I'm just there? So that means probably dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. God damn it. I called it. I actually took the playmat. What is going to happen? I'm probably going to die, but on the off chance I don't die, how do I win? Play this. Play plating. You want the playmat? Okay, sure. I'll ship it at some point. I think there's one in my backpack. Or like scattered someone about. Scattered somewhere about. I have to take risks. Goddamn Welding Jar versus Soulscar Mage. I also believe this matchup is very play draw dependent. Like, I got steamrolled because my opponent just was on the play and had turn 2 attack me for 8. Squad Chief Vanifer I don't think is appropriate power level for Modern, unfortunately. I think it's a really sweet card, I just don't think it's good enough. Alright, nice. Just been outright killed. Okay, well, this is a matchup where this card's actually like kind of okay, but not. It's kind of awkward. You think it's a solid tier 2 deck? Would you like to explain why you think that? I think Rest in Peace and Etched Champion are pretty good. Memnite's not at its best, nor is Steel Overseer. That's why I'm siding out the Overseers, but maybe this is just bad to side out. Is Damping Sphere really that good versus them? Like, I kind of feel like it's not. I kind of want to take out Welding Jar because of the interaction versus Soulscar Mage, right? So the debate is somewhere around these cards, I think. I just think Steel Overseer is too bad versus them. I'm kind of low on payoffs, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, it's debatable if I want both Rest in Peace, but they still have Reveler and 4 lootings. I don't know. I think 2 Rest in Peace is about the number I would want. Maybe this card is not actually that great for some. Which sounds crazy, but it's kind of bad. Like, the problem is, I don't think just killing their creatures is actually that great. I mean, Exile I think is great, but I don't think this... Well, I don't know. I'm going to leave it like this, but I could be convinced that I'm wrong. Gonna keep. Yeah, Etched Champion's really good versus them. It's basically unkillable. Yo, Min, thanks for the resub. Apparently that resub message is incorrect, so I don't know how many months in a row you've been subbed for. But I do believe you were subbed to Anurag before this. So, anyways, they kept 6, kept on top. Alright, so in order to not be so exposed to Gutshot, I think my plan is to play the Ravager as late as possible. So I'm actually going to lead with Drum. Next turn, play Pest. Play Skirge. Or maybe I could just play Skirge and just let that get Gutshotted, and that's okay. I'm now reconsidering my decision, which is kind of an awkward time to do it. If you untap with Van, it's a kill most of the time. Well, it's that I believe. Having a bunch of silver bullets with Evolution to get is strong. I've played Evolution in the past and I haven't been thrilled with that plan. It's amazing versus Burn. I mean, that depends on how you build the deck, right? People don't know enough about it. I would have thought people do know enough about it, but obviously I'm not, like, certain of that. Alright, this is fine. You could probably try to do that, Feingersh. I'm going to play Pest, and then next turn play Ravager. So the idea behind this is if you make your Ravager, if you have enough artifacts in play before you play the Ravager, it's really hard for them to burn it out. Secret Advantage will be Lightning Greaves. That's not unreasonable, I guess. Give Shroud. Yeah, that is the problem with that, actually. Because most of the kills with Vanifer involve Scrib Ranger, as far as I've seen. Yeah, it's fine. 2 Gutshots down. Okay. Nice. I'm pretty happy about that. They don't have any lands. I think I just play Ravager Plating. That was not a good light up the stage for them, all things considering. Alright. Fortunately, this is not in their hand. Sorry, you can post the link if it's on Goldfish, because you 5-0'd 3 times. Spellskite is good versus Gutshot. I might have to reconsider that for this weekend, actually. Now that you mentioned that, that actually sounds kind of good. Just take it. It is a horror for Thing in the Ice. Oh, I think I saw this list. I didn't realize it was you, obviously. Soulscar Mage. They have 2 cards in hand. Alright. Time to try to deal them a lot of damage, in my opinion. I'm not going to attack with Ravager. This is just 8 damage twice, so this should be good enough. I can also block and equip Plating to Ravager if I need to. They've already used 2 gut shots, so it's not terribly likely they have another one. It is kind of annoying. Soulscar Mage is just so good versus Ravager. So the cards I'm actually considering for this weekend are now Spellskite, Grafdigger's Cage. There's another one. Thoughtseize. I'm not terribly fond of Thoughtseize and Affinity. I think Spell Pierce is usually better. Mostly because you do want them to commit the mana versus you. Cage would be like kind of okay in a matchup like this because it's still an artifact sort of helping out your synergies. And yet Thoughtseize and Linear Aggro is not at its best usually. Pierce is not that great either, but again, at least you're making them commit the mana, so if you time walk them once and pierce their thing, it's like actually pretty good for you. That's just my opinion, though. Grudge is seeing a lot more play. Well, Grudge is a lot easier to beat than Stony Silence is in my experience, so I'm okay getting grudged. I'm not so okay getting stonied, really. Yeah, Grudge is not the problem. I suppose Grudge in like a really, really fast deck might be a problem. Right. Put in Played Mountain. I'm not blocking. They have 2 cards in hand. Yo, Pat J! Thanks for the sub, man. Let me know if I should open a chest for you. Skewer, targeting Ravager. think I'm just going to sack Ravager and modular onto Signal Pest. So, again, like I was saying, the Soul Scar plus burn spell thing is so annoying. Depends on who you ask, Lime Turtle. I enjoy playing it, which for me nowadays is kind of a big contributing factor. Up in a chest, it's plus EV. Alright, I will after this match for you, friend. Alright, well, which one is the not sick one? What's up, Mark? This is still 8 damage. It could actually be like 10. Whoa, those are some loud sounds. I should... Where's the sound coming from? Close that. Alright. Are you dead, opponent? Show me what you got. You're currently taking lethal damage. A breed targeting that. So this is 1, 2, 3. If I pump, it's 5. Then how would they kill me? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they would have to draw a Reveler to draw 3. These 2 gut shots. I think it's safe to pump. Other advantage of pumping is that it almost guarantees lethal by itself next turn. Cardboard Alive doesn't have the Decklist. It should be in the upper left-ish, middle left-ish. Okay. Not sure what your problem is, I guess. What are you on cell phone or something? On your computer. It's hard for me to debug it while I'm playing, unfortunately. Alright. Just going to try to kill them. You're on Mac, alright. I should have actually played the Ravager first, all things considering, but this is okay. Refreshing also often fixes it, yeah. So. Okay, game 3. I think this is fine. Welding Jar is just so bad versus them now, it's kind of insane. Oh. Turn 2 Frenzy one time. Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe they'll just mulligan again and stumble slightly and I get to kill them. This is a good hand, actually. They're at 5 cards. Okay, nice. So the correct sequencing, I believe, is Opal, Thopter, play Nexus, play Pest, Galvanic Blast that. Oh, now the correct sequencing, I think, is to just play Vault Skirge and Galvanic Blast. Dude, this is why I put Moxen in my deck. because they're broken. Do not really want to draw another thing like that. I'll just attack for 1 first, see what they do. If they kill the Vault Skirge, then I'm probably safe to play the plating. Alright. Kind of feel like I should just play the Signal Pest, because if I draw land, it's so much better to play the Pest first. Also, it forces removal out on the Pest, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So I thought GPs were underneath the umbrella of Magic Fest. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, nice. I'll just run a plating out. They'll probably kill it. Then if I draw land, I'll have plating equip. Also, that's a nice emote. What is that from? Oh, it's Caleb. I see. Punderdome, thanks for the follow. Alright, abrade my plating. Put it mold to 5. Alright. I guess this turn I'm supposed to go for the equip, especially if I draw land. I think I'm actually going to equip to Ornithopter. Because if they have a gut shot, and it sort of would make sense for them to have gut shot. Lime Turtle, Yep, expected this to happen. I was about to answer that question. I will play the drum after combat. Halazor, thanks for the follow. What I was going to say is, I actually have 2 Chinese antiquities ornithopters, but the problem is you need 4. So I have 4 Chinese Kaladesh ones currently. So I could... I think I'm going to play this and equip to the Ornithopter. And just attack with both Ornithopters. Gets in 7. Actually gets an 8 if I'm willing to take the animate Blinkmoth line, which I'm going to, I think. Because it would be 16 damage. Alright, so they're basically dead. Unless they have like Shatterstorm in their deck, which would be a real buzzkill. I did bring in 2 rips. Once they show you Bedlam Reveler, I think Rest in Peace becomes slightly better. I'm not terribly fond of Rest in Peace versus the normal build like Blue-Red, because they have Thing in the Ice and Crackling Drake, which both do not care about Rest in Peace. Oh, I'm going to open a pack for Pat J real quick. Sorry, chest. I actually think Frenzy is good versus Blue-Red. Oh, I bet a bunch of people can. Oh, that's a funny looking Gate Colossus and a Crucible Fire. Whoa, do we get another sub? Let's check it out. Feingersh, thanks for the sub. What's in the box indeed? Let's find out. Anthem of Rakdos, Ink Eyes, and 5 flip points. Those are some cards, alright. Alright, let's get back to the match. Let me find it. Alright, this is a keep. I do not believe this is a good matchup for this deck, unfortunately. This is like one of the harder matchups, but we'll do what we can. The problem is Walking Ballista is so good versus this deck, it's kind of unreal. But we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. I don't like siding in Damping Sphere all that much versus Phoenix in my experience as Affinity, but it's sort of debatable, I suppose. No Ballista. Okay. Alright, I hope they don't have Ballista next turn either. Otherwise we are in very big trouble. Well, this deck was kind of designed to ignore that. But, you know, if I get killed by it, so be it. That's fine. Alright, no Ballista, no Ballista, no Ballista, no Ballista, no Ballista, no Ballista, no Ballista. No! I'm so dead. It's kind of unreal. They usually play like 1 Mimic and 4 Overseer, Adam, if that answers your question. I am so dead. I don't even look at my hand. It's just all cards that die to Walking Ballista except for that one. Well, I guess the plating doesn't die to it, but whoa. I actually shouldn't have attacked with those, but there was no block, so. Damn, they have the land. I'm so dead. Alright. Okay. Okay, opponent. You're the boss. Adam, really? I guess it's... Okay. Okay. I've actually figured it out. It's better versus Cut Shot, right? That might be it. Okay, I'm not really sure the reasoning behind that then is, frankly speaking, but, you know, that's okay. It's awkward that I want all these cards, but I guess I don't want the Third Frenzy, but I definitely want the other colored cards. I'm sort of overloaded, but they're just all really, really, really good in this matchup. So I think I'm going to do this. How's Grid optimistic? I mean, like, if they don't have scales, Grid literally kills all their stuff. Anyways. This feels like a bad matchup. I think that was... Doctor, Opal... So if I drew a land and it was specifically Citadel, it would be great, but... As it is, this is unreliable, so I'm going to mulligan. Alright, this is fine. I don't want that. Gonna play the Overseer next turn. Damn Walking Ballista. Just had our number. Damn it all to hell. That's good. I think I'm just going to play the Aether Grid this turn, frankly. The reason to play the Aether Grid this turn is if they play Overseer or Mimic, I just get to kill it for free. Whereas if I play Overseer and they have a Ballista, they get to trade favorably. Whereas now if they have a Ballista, it's not even that good for them. Full Metal Adept, thanks for the follow. That's kind of annoying. Overseer, plating, say go. Guess that's good. Oh, you want to graft onto my creature? This is kind of... That was one of the worst things back in however long ago. Alright. We have one ping up. Unfortunately, it's not good enough anymore. Adam, that was my experience playing the deck too. I didn't win a lot playing it, but I do know other people have, so wanting to accept it might be my own problem. This is kind of a beating. Like, this is actually an unreal beating. Sucks. Like, despite having like a reasonably good draw, I think I'm still dead just because their good draw almost always beats the good draw from this deck. Mostly because of, ooh, maybe we can outpower it. Alright. I guess this is the plan. Shit. Alright. I might be killed next turn. There might not be any time for fun Devosaur. We'll see what they do, obviously, but like, this is not particularly ideal. Also, I'm limited on colored mana right now, so that is a thing. Whose engine is better is the real question here. This is Springleaf Drum. Noble Helium. Throne of Keth. Okay. Another Ballista. I don't really think we can beat much actually from their deck if it's like at all like powerful. I guess I could actually beat that one, but I am planning to do that, but unfortunately this is going to be a 5/5 Ballista now. Oh no, I guess I still should do that. Because I can finish it off with a ping from my 2 artifacts. And I have a stop here. We can beat Hangerback for sure. If they don't have another Ballista, I think we're actually okay. So, upkeep. So now they have to decide if they want to use counters. If so, what do they use counters on? Note, I only have 3 artifacts. Okay. I think I'm going to offer up Inkmoth. So, actually I can just let a blast resolve. No, I have a plan. Alright. Alright. Now I'm going to shoot a token with these two. I don't. What would you prefer I do? Raimi 1999 and Noble Helium. I'm open to suggestions. Because I do not have Metalcraft if the Ornithopter dies. So it'll be a 3/3. No, if the Ornithopter is dead, it'll be a 3/3 Ballista with 2 damage on it. I don't understand what you all are saying. I only have 3. I would only have 2 artifacts if the Ballista Ping resolves. I know what I'm drawing. I'm drawing Darksteel Citadel. I mean, like, I think my play is reasonable. Alright, that sucks. Alright. So, Raimi, if I activate it later, I would have to use the ping in my main phase to do the same thing. I think my play was correct, frankly speaking, but you are free to disagree. Okay. Do most of the scale sticks actually have Pithing Needle by this point? That's true. That is the one downside VTC. So, they named Aether Grid. Damn, another Ballista. This is so annoying. Damn, I'm getting land clumped too. Probably dead now. Like, the sad thing is, this is not even a dead card right now because they can just sack it to their Throne of Gath. Which makes me really, really, really sad. So that'd be a 4/4. I actually have to block, otherwise I die, which is kind of sick. Did I activate itself? I did. Alright. For some reason, I thought I activated that one, but apparently didn't. Okay. I'm just gonna shame concede. I'm actually just like super dead. Anyways. That was sad. Didn't play particularly well. But we opened a Cosmic Larva and a Teferi Timebender. Oh my sweet lord. I've never seen that card until now. I literally have never seen that card until now. I know. It's like Nexus of Fate. I don't believe that this one is valuable, but I am willing to be surprised. I am going to play another Affinity League. Don't worry. I'm debating if I want to change aim cards. It's 53 cents. I'm basically a millionaire. Alright. I don't want to change anything. I'm just going to run it back. I don't want to cut Frenzy. I'd rather just play a different deck if I'm going to cut Frenzy. But we're going to play another league with this. Draw. If I had another land or 0-drop, this hand would be absurd, but I have to mulligan. This is fine. Do not want that. Tron opponent, you say? This is not the best hand versus Tron, but what are you going to do? Just gonna play all my stuff and hope it's somehow good enough. It won't be, I think, like most of the time, but that's okay. Like virtually any big spell I think beats me here. Huh, okay. That's a thing, alright. Oh, I guess it's E-Tron then. I guess that makes more sense. E-Tron's a much better matchup, I think, than... well, not here necessarily, but in general. You would have rather had them ban a Tron land than KCI. Oh, that's a problem. Problem is I have a lot of 2-drops in my deck, and the 2-drops are the good cards, so I'm probably dead now to this Endbringer. I wasn't supposed to attack with that, but... I feel confident that I'm going to win this matchup in 3, but I think I might lose this game. I mean, I really don't think their Chalice would have been good enough without Tron lands, frankly. So I take 10. There's all sorts of bad. I guess I'll attack with these two. They kill one, go to 12, or go to 10. I'm basically drawing dead. I'm not technically dead yet. I'm just mostly dead. That was a yikes. I'm gonna chump with an Ornithopter because it's not doing shit, but don't really see what I could draw to win anymore. I guess Master of Ethereum would be the best draw in my deck. Well, that ain't gonna do it. They shoot, and I die. I was trying to remember if I was siding an Aether Grid versus them before, and I really can't remember now. I don't think I was. I think I was siding this in because of like Basilisk Collar and Chalice on 0/1. Memnite's not great versus them, but it does enable more explosive draws. I guess I'll side them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 colored spells in my deck. 11 with the Master, but I can't cut Master. Do I want Damping Sphere just for the Tron lands? It seems kind of bad, actually. Because, like, their deck doesn't actually need the Tron to come together to cast their spells, unlike the other Tron deck. But, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not going to side in Damping Sphere. I don't think it's good enough. Just going to hope to get a really good hand. So close. This is not great, but I think I'm going to keep. The colored spell thing is coming back to bite me, because if this was like a Signal Pest, this hand would actually be pretty good. So maybe I overboarded on the colored cards. Yeah, it is a classic. Perhaps I overboarded. What do you think? Yo, what's up, White Faces? Thanks for the resub. Do you want me to open a chest for you? I think I'm just gonna grudge their map, actually. And say go. I agree. I mean, like, I mulliganed. My hand's like okay, not great. Just kind of hoping they don't have a good hand. It's kind of awkward. Alright, take it. I think I'm going to attack for 2. I wonder, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a yikes. Then I'm going to block with Ornithopter on Reshaper. And sack it to Ravager. So I can dispatch 1. I don't have lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 infect. So I guess my plan actually has to be block with a defensive Inkmoth. Hold on. So I basically need to kill that, discarding that, block both of these, but then I die-ish. I dispatch that, block here, block here. Okay, I think that actually does work. Assuming nothing bad happens. If something bad happens, all of the bets are off the table. I'm just dead then, really. So my plan is activate, or dispatch one of the Smashers, discarding Galvanic Blast. Go to 3. Block Ravager on Smasher. Ornithopter on Reshaper. And then we'll see what happens after that. I don't have Metalcraft! Oh, what am I doing? Dead. That was not my finest hour. That first game was not winnable, I think, but that game was also not really winnable. Well, it wasn't just a shame concede, I was just dead. Because I was at 3. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry to hear that, Telperio. Jeez, these hands are all like god awful. I guess. Citadel, good. Not really. Alright. Great. I have like a 5-card hand now. And it's not really great. Sometimes them's the breaks. I'm playing against Jund. That's a big boy. I don't think it would be Telperio. I'm not sure how it would be templated, I guess. Okay, I guess that shuts off my Mox, which is why this is happening. Oh. Well, I wasn't planning on Galvanic Blasting a Glyph. I was planning on racing, because this is the only option I have. If they have, like, anything, I lose, so that's okay. I guess they could, like, Blood Braid into, like, Confidant, and that would be, like, the best possible for me, somehow. What the hell? Okay. Womp womp. I could have made a 4/4. I think that cuts off too many things in my deck, though. Alright. Need to draw something that's on my deck. Well, that's bad too. Somehow land is also bad for me. Let's go to 1. Nope. Was I on the play that game? No, I was on the draw. Alright, that sucked. Alright, this can come in. These can come in. Not terribly fond of siding this card in, actually, so I'm not going to. I'm going to side out. Overseers are kind of bad in a lot of postboard games, so that's why I generally trim them. Although, maybe I should side out Pest instead, because I have more Welding Jars in my deck. Yeah, I'll shave 3 Pests instead. I'm not going to touch any of the zeros here. I don't like Aether Grid versus Jund. I don't think it does enough. Yes, I would like to play first. Yeah. Tap win the game. Why do you think it's tap win the game versus them? I guess is the question. Almost never activate Nexus on turn 2 versus Jund. Metamorphosis in the Stony would scare you. I don't think you're allowed to splash that off of Metamorphose. I mean, I guess you can. Nothing's like actually stopping them, but I don't think they're allowed to. Kind of interested why Metamorphose is in their Jund deck. Okay. Got it. You got it, fam. There are no synergies. Okay, got it. Life points or infect points for next turn? Probably life points. I don't think we're playing against Traverse Jund, but obviously I could be wrong. That was pretty good. That was like one of my better draws, I think. Interesting bubbles. I'm gonna get in the extra point. I don't think they have removal. This game doesn't make sense for them to have removal, frankly. So one thing to note is like Metamorphosis is actually really good to hit off a Bloodbraid Elf, but besides that, I don't think you're really supposed to do it. I don't really want to change much, I think. Like, if you do Bloodbraid into the Metamorphose, you get to play like a 2-drop from your hand, which is kind of cute. And you draw a card, I guess. But I think overall, that's probably not where you want to be, if I had to guess. This hand's fine. Especially versus a deck with discard, I try not to mulligan if at all possible. Because, like, all of your cards are going to matter in the end. Springleaf Drum's a pretty good card, actually, all things considering. Sure, that's fine. I think I'm just going to attack and play Ravager. I think, like, playing Overseer is really optimistic and bad versus Liliana the Last Hope, so I'm not going to. Also, if I draw a land, I get to slam the Frenzy, which is probably insane here. Okay, sucks. I would have to sack all 3 of these to save this, but that's not going to be good enough. I'll just let it go. Alright, that's pretty good. I'll click on that. Aaron Shapiro. 2 Metamorphos. Looks like it's probably the same list then. Like it all makes sense. This one can go. This kind of sucks. A lot. Alright, this is what I have. Really wish that was like a creature of some sorts. The Metamorphosis versus Blood Moon is actually kind of cute. I didn't think about that, obviously. No! Kind of in bad shape, actually. This kind of sucks. That anger was pretty brutal. Kind of just hope their hand sucks. Nope, I'm dead. I guess if I draw a Nexus, this is actually fine. I need to get Inkmoth Nexus, I think. I just want to force the minus. Actually, maybe I wasn't supposed to. Cletus and Anger don't interact. Okay. Dead. It's funny that I think Inkmoth still kills them in one shot. Inkmoth! Alright, I'm dead now. This game sucked a lot, actually. Alright. I'm gonna finish it out, but that was disappointing. I think that game I was actually favored. Especially if I cast the Frenzy in a reasonable time frame. Instead of not casting it whatsoever. But, you know. Shit happens. Right. This is a keep. Fairly confident about it. What do you think we're playing against? Also, I shouldn't have played the mountain, because if they're a path deck, now they won't even, like, consider not pathing, I think, really. What do you think basic planes go generally means? That, apparently. This is fine. Everything's fine. Martyr proc. Good news is, my hand's pretty good versus Martyr proc, I think. I think Thalia means it's more likely to be hate bears, but mostly because Martyr doesn't generally play Thalia. Attack. Also, opponent's locked to have Stony Silence sideboard. Yet again. Okay, it's interesting. Could be Martyr. Blade Splicer, eh? Okay. Just gonna fire up all of my Nexuses. This is 8-point attack. Don't really want to attack with the Ravager. Because it's like nice insurance versus, I don't know, whatever bad things that could happen. Seal Overseer didn't die, and it's killing them. That's the moral of this game. I think that just leaves them Dobbs, actually, but I didn't do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nice. I don't even have to cast anything. This is 13 showing, and Thalia means they can't do anything. Alright, killed him on turn 5 without casting any of those cards. Welding Jar is so bad in these matchups. Also not fond of Steel Overseer for a bunch of reasons. Might side out. Also, Signal Pest is actually pretty bad versus their Flicker Wisps and stuff. But it's good for Stony. I might side out 2 Overseers then. This is not that great, but it is an Anthem, so I think I'm probably supposed to keep it. So Memnite's kind of shit, so might go like this instead. Just call it a day. Trying to pierce it on the draw is a much less appealing strategy. I mean, I guess they could have it, but okay, that's fine. That one's fine. They did mold to 4. I'm just gonna play all my pests out. And then next turn play Aether Grid and shoot all of their stuff. If they have Stony this turn... okay. It's interesting. Why didn't Thalia attack? Does my opponent think they're going to get to block? Sure got me good, you're right. One, two, three. I can wait on getting this drum into play. What's up, Mark? Currently 0-2 with this deck in this league, and I was 3-2 in the league earlier, but I still like the deck. I'm probably still going to play it in Oakland. Or, sorry, not Oakland, Toronto. I played it in Oakland already. 3-man Inspector, eh? I feel like my opponent's not really trying. Alright, kill your thing. kind of feel like the Blinkmoth is more valuable, so I'm going to just animate the Inkmoth. It's also almost a 2-turn clock, I think. Alright, that's fine. I expected that to happen, actually. Well, no, I'm not going to do that because my creature died, but... yeah, I was planning on doing that if they hadn't pathed, but the creature got killed. Instead, looks like damage is the more important part of this game. They played a land, so they should attack with this 3-man inspector, or they'll just concede. Well, we were 0-2 challenger, which is why I think that happened to us. Draft? No, I have a draft floating that I'm going to play at some point, but I don't want to stream any of my drafts, really. Playing against Habs 11 is 0-1. This is a pretty reasonable hand. Keep. Ooh, am I going to get Ponza'd? Yeah, this one. No reason to play the Opal right now from this opening. M-Clan, I'm not sure, but I've never seen it actually be wrong. So there is that. Probably getting Ponza'd. And you know, that's okay. Oh, I guess it's Green Devotion. I see. No, I don't really think Mono Blue turns is going to be good again, unfortunately. I mean, this is apparently the wild world I live in. Attack. Oath of Nissa, eh? Nico95, thanks for the follow. Wooded Foothills, eh? As long as it's not Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. That would be a good one. Everything else I think is just fine and dandy for me. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Are they like close to hoofing me or something? 3, 5, 6. So if I play Frenzy first, that means if there's a land on top, I can get past it. so I probably am supposed to do that. Sort of like that. Alright. I'm gonna attempt to kill the Nissa, but they can block with birds, that's fine. Or they could let it go, also fine. Temple Garden, so they probably have Stony in their board, if I had to guess. I guess it really could be anything. I shouldn't just assume. You know what they say about assuming. I know, a long time ago I worked on Green Devotion in Modern as well. A very long time ago. Oh, there's the Garrick Wallet Speaker. Makes a beast. Alrighty. Okay. I'm keeping an eye on how much mana they have because I think the most likely way for me to lose is like Crater Hoof or something somewhere. Alright, Inkmoth. Steel Overseer. Put a mana for Mox. Play another Mox. Cyrus, that might be part of it, friend. That may be part of it. I'm sad that I was so transparent. Do I actually die if I attack with everything? So I'll gain 4. With 13, they're showing I'll have a blocker. So this is fine. So it's 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3. That's 11. That's 13. So I should kill the Garrick. And they'll die next turn, barring something really, really, really good, because all my creatures have flying, essentially. Alright. I agree with that, Telperio. Generally doesn't get enough respect. Seems kind of shit. I feel like I do want Dispatch in this matchup. I also think Aether Grid might be really good versus them. Shave like 3 Overseers for Aether. Well, 2 Overseers for 2 Aether Grids. Call it a day. I think Welding Jar is going to be good because I suspect they have like Ancient Grudge. So I'm going to leave it in. This hand is phenomenal, so I'm going to keep. Moxen are so good. It's kind of unreal how good they are, frankly speaking. Well, I guess it's real, but you know what I mean. The Coffee Worms for Men in Black. I don't remember that, but it sounds different. Alright, so I have a turn 2 plating equip on Vault Skirge, which is an attack for like infinity. Or I could put it on my Ornithopter to play around removal. I'm not going to click on that now, but I do know what you're talking about. I do know. I do remember the Men in Black worms. They put Hornet Queen into their hand. So if they have Nykthos next turn, they can make 5. Probably won't be good enough for them. I guess if they have Burning Tree into Nykthos, it would actually be enough, which is kind of sick if you think about it. Turn 2, attack you for 10 damage on the draw. Good luck. Hello and good luck. Nykthos showing 6 now, which is not good enough. Okay, that is good enough, unfortunately. It's kind of sick if you think about it. That's the last card in their hand. So this is where Aether Grid would be really good, which is what I brought up earlier. So I can block all my creatures. I guess I'm supposed to wait for Aether Grid. This is kind of annoying. Hold on, how much damage are they showing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21 plus base 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I'll be at 29, but these trample with Death Touch. So I would have to block there for maximum. I think I might actually be dead on their turn 4, which is kind of sick if you think about it. Alright, we'll just say go. Man, that was sick. I thought I was just going to kill them on turn 3. Instead, they played turn 3 Hornet Queen. Yikers, indeed. I think the math indicates I'm supposed to leave all my creatures back. Interesting. Guess I take 4. I don't see what blocking would do here. Okay, well, Overrun's no longer lethal, so now I can draw Aether Grid and still be fine. Aether Grid! Damn it. I still have a bunch of time actually now. I don't have Whip Flare, unfortunately. Whip Flare would be the nut though, Mark. You are correct. It would literally be Wrath of God except for the Garrick. Well, Plague Wind except for the Beast, sorry. So, an Aether Grid would be good. A Frenzy would be okay because it would just see me a bunch of cards. Guess I'll block. It's gonna be so annoying because I think they're unlikely to just threaten Overrun next turn. So I should get my block in because it will be more damage next turn. Well, it would be really hard for my deck to play Bonfire consistently, so I would prefer not to do that. Texit's Friss Beeb F3. But I do like a good Bonfire. Bonfire you. Kill all of your stuff, kill you. I would like to give a quick shout out to Cardboard Live and Mana Traders for sponsoring the stream while I'm getting killed by this stuff. It's kind of sad, but alright. I'm going to force a trade because I think them attacking me with it is actually more damage. Maybe they'll mess up. Alright. This is what I expected to happen. Still think Aether Grid would be good enough as of right now, all things considering. Uh, 6, 9 plus 18, 27. 27 minus 3 is 24. I can activate both, and then I can use this. Oh no, I just played the Nexus, so it's summoning sick, so I can't pump that. I think I'm actually exactly dead if they overrun this turn. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they chose not to do it, which I'm thankful for. Can still draw Aether Grid. Will still be good enough. $10 mana. Aether Grid will still be good enough. I think they might overrun next turn. Damn. Alright, maybe they'll mess up somehow. Don't really have many outs. Basically, my out is for them not to block my Nexus. Okay, I'm dead. GG. The turn 3 Hornet Queen defeated me. I remember the Amulet days when you would turn 3 that stuff versus them. Does this work? Should I do this? It doesn't work for like the what? I also had a 62 card deck and no one told me? That's kind of embarrassing, actually. I don't know. I'm just losing it, I guess. Alright. I don't need more coffee. Someone could have said, usually Twitch chat's all about pointing out the dumb things the streamer does, right? Jarvis special. Oh boy. After seeing their deck construction, I'm less thrilled about Master of Ethereum, actually. If that makes any sense. I think I'm going to try to frenzy past their shit. Just go like this. Apparently no one noticed it. I only noticed it when I went like, wait, that's not the right number of cards. I guess. This has the same problem as the hand last game, except it's a lot less good, but don't think you're allowed to mulligan this hand. I think you are just not allowed. Like Vault Skirge, Plating, Nexus, with enough lands to do all of that stuff, I don't think you're ever allowed to mulligan that hand. Might be a quick 0-3. I hope not, but that would make me sad. Opponent has gone to 4 cards. Okay, if my hand does not defeat their 4-card hand, I will be really sad. Alright, get in there for one. No Stony Silence, please. Don't do it, opponent. Just don't do it. Oh no, this feels like a Stony. Oh. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna equip to the Ornithopter. 6 damage at ya. I guess it makes sense for their deck to play Ballista because they're essentially a ramp deck, right? Alright, show me a roll spell. Alright, their 4-card hand was not good enough versus 2 platings on turn 4 equipped to an Ornithopter. Which is good for me. I ain't mad at that. Actually, one sec, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. But if you have any questions about this deck, let me know, and I'll answer them when I come back. BRB. Alright, I've returned. Hopefully I don't have 62-card debacles again or something like that, you know? Because that would be a debacle indeed. Was I supposed to open a chest for someone? I don't even remember anymore. Well, if I 3-2, I'll open the chest anyways, you know? Ugh, 2-2, a 3-2 into a 2-2. Not the best night, but, you know, that's fine. Playing its top deck down is 2-1. Oh yeah, this is fine. Need to draw another gas spell, I think, but this is definitely a fine hand. I'm going to play Pest. Alright, hope to draw something good. Frenzy would be good. Frenzy would be really good. Oh no, not Azorius. I guess, like, Phoenix is probably good versus hand too, unfortunately. Oh no. Thing in the ice? Oh. Alright, give me a Frenzy right now. Frenzy! Frenzy, duck! That was not Frenzy. don't really have much going on here, so I'm going to make this play every time. Because I have to get through that wall anyways. Damn, a Frenzy would have been so insane that turn, is my prediction. Looks like I might be dead instead. Bottom, bottom. Okay, maybe that's good for me. Just maybe. Maybe the deck full of 1-mana removal doesn't have any. Show me potato salad. It feels like one of my creatures is going to die. Alright. Guess this gives me more information about what might happen. Feels like I'm about to get wrathed. In which case I should play the land, even though it gives away info. Because if they wrath and I draw Frenzy, I get to play the Frenzy, then hit a land off the top. So, you know. I think this is correct. Oh, boy. So I think they're Kiki Jiki Resto Angel. You know, Jeskai. What gives it away for me is the Cascade buffs. I don't have any basics left. This is my only one, so this is why I'm doing this. Also, I just think the 3 counters are more valuable than... Oh, that's a blowout. Alright. Got me. Yes! 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 Not yes. But that's okay. Ah! It'll be good later. I promise you. Put him bottomed with opt. Damn it. Alright. Sad, but whatever. You know, shit happens. Not gonna worry about it. Cryptic Command. Electrolyze, number 2. Snap, opt, I guess. They bottomed again. Another good sign. Alright. Just have to hope their hand's like... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what could be in their hand. I don't have any really good answers, frankly speaking. Sure. Damn. Another land, that's so unlucky. Then I'm going to trade Inkmoth for Snapcaster. Oh no, Resto? Damn. Do you think they have the Kiki already? That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna offer up this for Snapcaster. Nah, I don't think they have the Kiki. Alright, now I'll take 5. This is fine. Everything's fine. Now I'm going to be careful about my life total because this is kind of scary. Cute. All right. If they have Kiki, they have it. I don't know what you. These are the game actions I can take. Just playing my cards off the top, hoping they're good enough. Opt. Okay. Seeing a lot of cards. I think I'm just going to take it. I'm really trying to figure out what's in their hand, and it's not that easy to figure out, frankly. Speaking. Right, float. Play another Mox. Keep that one. Play Ornithopter. Play Welding Jar. Play Ravager like this. Play that. Do I stop? This is like actually good insurance. Yeah, we'll just attack with the 10-1. See if it's good. Might not be good, but that's okay. I think the Galvanic Blast is just too valuable to give up. Okay. This makes sense for them to have. Just say go. I think I'm like actually pretty favored right here. If they just ship, I have to use the Galv Blast on Resto Angel essentially, unless if I want to blow up my Frenzy. But I think that's fine. Guess they could remand, which is also fine. If they remand this, yeah. So at some point I can blow up my Frenzy and just replay it from my hand, which is fine. Everything's fine. Just gonna keep going off. Look at all the cards. They're going to play. I hope you all are having fun, because I am. It stops. Alright, this is a 21. It is a little bit silly. I agree. Remember when Electrolyze killed my 2 creatures and I had nothing? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now I can block infinite tokens. Yeah, I was going to attack with all my creatures. I suspect a Cryptic Command is tapping all my creatures and drawing a card. Yeah. This is what I expected to happen. I still have blockers, so this is okay. Actually, maybe I should blow up my Frenzy in response. I think I am supposed to do that. How do we have lethal? Oh, we can. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. No. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 minute short. I was counting to see if I could Galv Blast that. Am I supposed to kill my Frenzy so I have Galv Blast up? Oh yeah, never mind. This is obvious play. Yep. Oh, I can't actually cast the Galv Blast because Frenzy's in play, right? You should remember that. But I can let this resolve and then just activate both Nexuses and then they're dead. Yeah, you can't bounce anything, otherwise I would just fizzle the tap and they would die. Right, nice. That was unexpected. The Frenzy was really good there. This card sucks. Welding Jar is good. Galv Blast is good. Steel Overseer is not at its best in this matchup, but is my suspicion. I'm going to sideboard like so, I think. Memnite's not the best either, but I think I just kind of have to be able to jam. Yeah, you all were right. The kill was really obvious. I just missed it, obviously. I think I keep. It's not the best hand, but any 0-drop makes it really, really good. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, I saw someone else running a second jar. I just got the third Memnite for it. It's not a huge change. It makes your Steel Overseers a little bit more likely to survive, which is nice. Yeah, just play the Ravager. If it gets killed, that's fine. Marginally worse, yep. There is some downside. I agree with you. Absorb. Okay. Got absorbed. That's fine. Oh, I forgot to play the Vault Skirge. Damn it. Quick too fast. That's kind of bad, actually. All right. We'll run the same play. That's a lot of absorbs you got over there. This should have been in play last turn, but, you know, I goofed it up. Definitely goofed it up. All right. So now I think I just start firing those in there. Like so. You got Cryptic, you got it. I'm not going to worry about this. I remember when they used to play Absorb and Extended a long time ago. So it's basically the same thing. No fear. Just run it in there. I might be dead, but that's okay. Ooh, targeting themselves. Their hand must suck. Deceiver Exarch. So they're overloaded on combo pieces, I guess. Interesting. I feel like this is bad for me, whatever this means. It means something, I'm not sure what. Disenchant? Wear Tear? Wear Tear would be kind of brutal, actually. Serum Visions is the big finish. Yeah, land Mox with, I remember that. Also, people like Shaheen played it in blue-white forever. All right. I suppose I want to make a 3/3 Vault Skirge because nothing else really does anything. Nah, I think I can just make a 3/3 Vault Skirge. I'm gonna find lands off of this most likely, so. Oh, damn it, you're right, Mark. Should have kept the drum. Damn. That was stupid as hell. Alright. Okay. Well, this is going okay. Never punished, thankfully. I'm clearly the best that ever was. This is Play Poorly, Get Rewarded is the title of my stream tonight. I do get upkeep value. I'll take 4 from that Gear Hulk. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen really, but... Alright, nice. To the Nug. Alright. Not ideal. Not ideal. Nice, I get a reset for free. Because I don't want to draw that card. Alright. Here we go! Yes, exactly, Mark. Here we go indeed. Whatever, I'll just keep playing stuff. It's just the most fun to play stuff. Alright. Targeting that, eh? Alright. Jar it. Future Sight is strong. My opponent has died. Alright, draw that, play that, play that, play that. I just kind of want to see how far I can go with this. Alright, apparently that far. Alright, well, I guess I beat Jeskai Kiki. Mark, they were hellbent. They played their land and said go. So that was not going to happen. Thankfully. Alright, I'm going to open another chest to see what we would have gotten. Ooh. Broken Limited Pack. Citadel Siege, unbeatable. Do you choose cons or dragons? Both are bad for your opponent. FPOC, I think it's close. I wouldn't fault you for registering either. I think from a numbers perspective, I would expect that Phoenix is slightly better from a numbers perspective is what I was going to say. Don't really want to play another week. I'm kind of... my throat's starting to hurt. Lots of magic yesterday. But I'm going to see who else is streaming and pay it forward because that's what I do. You know what? My buddy Brian Koval is streaming some Legacy. I want to pay it forward to him because, you know, he's a good guy and he's pretty good at playing Magic. So we're gonna go do Bosch and Roll. The Bosch and Roll himself. Rest of y'all have a good night, and I'll be back on Thursday.